Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Cher, and recently I did an unboxing of this Chic Beauty Box that is for the September and October months. And as promised, in that video, I said I was going to do a try-on of it. And so today, that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to go through and we're going to use all of the makeup that we got in this Chic Beauty Box. And it's fabulous because this is an all makeup box. So it's perfect because we can really do a try-on. So if that interests you and you want to see how we're going to create some kind of makeup look using all of the products in this Chic Beauty Box, then make sure you stick around and pop that subscribe button. I do a lot of beauty boxes here like this one, cover them all in spoilers as well as unboxings and also try-ons like today. So I actually forgot to do my skincare before this, but I have like my eyes primed and prepped and all of that to start with, because I usually start with eyes when I do makeup. You'll start to notice that if you watch me do makeup after a little while. But anyway, we're going to get started and we're going to dig in. So I do have that video linked of the unboxing if you're curious about, everything in it and just kind of learning about the Chic Beauty Box. But we got a lot of eye products in that one, and it's mostly like toppers. So we have this beautiful topper palette from Suva Beauty, and you can't really tell from it in here. I did swatches last time, but it's a bunch of pigments, like pressed pigments that go on over your eyeshadow and make very sparkly, beautiful, pigmented shimmer, basically. So I was thinking about it and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to test out all of it though. If we create a makeup look, I don't really want to get crazy and have like 2 different colored eyes just for the sake of testing. And I like to really make a workable look, that's wearable and that I would really actually create. So I do a lot of bridal makeup. I am a freelance makeup artist. I do mostly weddings, but occasionally I do other things too. But I do a lot of this kind of makeup in my practice because bridal makeup, a lot of times, like the big trending thing is highlight, lots of shimmer. So this is so perfect for it. So I'm probably just going to create something that I would do for somebody as a wedding look. So I'm going to try to keep it pretty wearable, but beautiful, and elegant and wedding-like maybe. And then we also got though this, the Cover FX. This is like a topper also. This is beautiful. So I'm like, since it's all toppers, I guess it's hard to create just one look. I don't know if I could even kind of create an overall look and erase my eyes and do a second one or something. I don't know. We'll see how we're going to be able to play with this when it's so many toppers, but I'm so excited about it because I love the toppers, guys. And then we have a little bit of other things. I will at least be able to test out these brushes. So these are from, I always forget the name of them. Alamond. I'll put it on the screen. They look like great brushes, and the other ones I have from them are amazing. So we're going to test these out with doing the eyeshadow. And then we also got an eyeliner from Maybelline, and we got a lip balm kind of thing from It Cosmetics. So lots of makeup we can use. All right, but since we have all toppers, we don't really have any base eyeshadow or like matte eyeshadow to go kind of underneath. So I'm just going to use my own kind of standard like Neutralese an eyeshadow palette. This is from MAC. It has some neutrals in it, and it's got some light colored mattes we might be able to lay down first that the toppers can go over. So I thought we're going to start with just a neutrally look. It's very standard. And then we can have that to test out the brushes, and then we'll start working with our pigments. So let's go with our eyeshadow brushes. First is what we're going to test out. Okay, it looks like we have, here is a fluffy one. So I'm going to start with my fluffy one first. And I am just going to put on, I'm going to start off with this like lighter brown, creamy, and I'm dipping my fluffy brush in first. And we are going to start with just kind of going over the lid though, like an arch to create a transition shade. So I'm just going with that standard kind of tan color, very, you know, typical. So this brush, um, it's smaller than my normal like blending brushes, but look at that, how it gets into the crease well. So I like that. And you'll notice I don't have really hooded eyes yet, but they're starting to get a little more hooded with aging. And so I like that this brush is helping me kind of dig into, you see that? I'm really digging into the crevices so I don't miss spots. And then I want to really blend it. So I like the brush, but I would honestly, I'd love another one with it that's bigger and fluffier than this, because it's pretty small and almost concentrated still. It's almost not even as um, fluffy as I like sometimes. It's like I feel like it's almost a precise fluffy brush, if that makes sense. So let's try out, this is actually to get into the crease. This is the crease control brush. Let's just kind of see if we can do anything more in the crease with this. That's cool. I'm using it like I'm fanning it out to diffuse it a little bit. That's probably not what the brush is for, but, and I am a very picky person when it comes to my brushes. I have like my standard set that I always use in my bridal makeup business. So it's hard to please me on brushes, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I want to create almost like a V, but I don't want it to be, I guess I'll just still use the fluffy one. I'm going to come in with this color because it's deeper, but it's almost more of like a purpley plummy look. And that Cover FX is going to be almost like a pinky color. So I'm going to start going with a little bit more of like pink, I think, tones, which is very popular in bridal makeup too. All right, I'm trying to just kind of set a very small, concentrated, deeper V, like a sideways V on the eyes, and then blend, blend, blend. So this brush, I'll be honest with you, I like this brush more for the V, for the shading in and blending of the V. I'd like a little bit fluffier brush for the transition color. Yeah. So nothing wrong with these. It's just, I think it's incomplete without that fourth brush, would be my only take on the brushes. But I think this is fabulous for the V. Now I'm going to try out the packing brush, and this is called the Pigment Packer Brush. So we're going to use this when we get to those pigments, but for now, I'm going to first put down some kind of matte finish down here that's lighter on the lid. Now, keep in mind, I may, depending on how the pigments go, I may come back over this with a concealer and do more of a cut crease first. But it always depends on how pigmented the toppers are and like what kind of look we're really wanting and how defined and all of that. So I'm going to start off with just this matte color of the powder shadow first and see how it goes, and then we can change it up if we want after that. I'm packing it on. Yeah, it goes on well as a packer for the powder too, but we'll test it out since it says that it's a pigment for pigment. I will be very curious to see how it works with the pigments, with the toppers. And then I'm coming back in, kind of blending a little more on top of that. I didn't even put more color on. I'm just blending more into it. So which one do I want to put on first? I kind of think that I might want to start with this, because these you can use interchangeably as like highlight or eyeshadow. And sometimes the highlight type with sparkles go on a little better on top of, this is going to be a little more liquidy, creamy. Now, I am not going to apply this with the applicator, only because if I end up loving this, it's going in my makeup kit, my pro makeup kit, and I can't use brushes that I've put on my eyes and put that on a client's. So I'm gonna go grab a different brush. This is gonna be tricky. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour some of this on a pan, or try to get it out with a one of my little brushes, disposable brushes, and then dip the packer into it. So I'll be right back. All right, I don't know if I was able to get as much onto the brush by doing that. Yeah, it's not I can start to see a little hint of pink. Isn't that pretty? So, so pretty. Let me see if I can get it more. Let me just put it on my finger and see if we can get it a little more pigmented that way, and then blend it out. Yeah. Look, y'all. Look at that. How stunning. Okay. Now I'm going to take the brush back over it. Oh, wow. So pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? What y'all think? Is a topper on top of that? Oh, wow. So that's the Cover X, and this is the shade, what was this again? Amethyst. So beautiful. It makes a beautiful color. All right, so now I'm going to come in with these pigments. I can't remember what shades they were though, but I think the daiquiri, so what we have is daiquiri, lemon drop, cotton candy, and mojito. And I think the daiquiri and maybe the cotton candy, but especially the daiquiri, had more pinky tints. So I think I'm going to start with that, and I'm going to put that packing brush just right on here, because this is what the packing brush is supposedly for. It says pigment packer. So I'm going to start off with a little there in the corner. You see the difference between, and this is like a iridescent, what was the name of it? Like shifting, like very shifty colors and stuff. So I love that. So like when you change in the light, it will shift the colors. So pretty. All right, there's the difference between the two eyes. This has this topper on it and this does not. So you're seeing like it's just bringing out a more intense color there. Really pretty. Why don't we add in cotton candy and just see? You know what? I'm going to do it with my fingers though, because you can sometimes get a lot more pigment on with your fingers. And then you can kind of use the brush to control it more. I'm going to do cotton candy. I think that the other two shades, if I remember correctly, made a little slightly more yellowy shades. So I'm sticking with the like pinks and purplies. Oh yeah, that made it a little more purple too, didn't it? I think I remember this one was kind of a lavender color. Ooh wee, how pretty. Look at that. So look at the difference between this eye and this one. I think cotton candy is the one. Wow, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, so I'm just going to pack a little bit more on here, just with my fingers, guys. And if you want to make it even more intense, why don't we make it even more intense? We'll do it. That's because we're playing. Pop on some setting spray. I am going to use setting spray. Even though it's like a dewy one. And I'm going to spray my brush to see if we can get it even more intense. And I'm going to go back in with that cotton candy. Just to really bring out the pigment even more. Love that. Okay. There would be a very lavendery bride out there that will love this. All right. For under the eyes, I'm going to come back in with a little more of the powder. I don't think that any of these brushes we got are the right thing for the under eyes. So I'm just going to use my own real quick. And I'm just going to come back in with these colors that I used on the top and bring them around on the bottom to kind of match. And a little of the more tan. Okay, and so I normally don't really do this as much, but I'm gonna do a little like corner. Now I am gonna take a tiny little like corner brush kind of thing and dip it back in for a little touch under the eyes right around in here. Okay, now though, I'm gonna test out the eyeliner that we got, which is Maybelline. This is the Hair Easy Automatic Pencil Liner, and I think it was like a dark brown color. Yeah, which is perfect for me. Medium brown. So this is 003 medium brown is the shade. It's kind of like the glidey kind there, which I like. And so I'm going to go ahead and work a little more on throwing some eyeliner underneath. And we might make a wing again, just using this eyeliner instead of my other eyeliner. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to go because I normally do. Yeah, it broke. These are not great for wings. Not great at all, but we'll still attempt it and see. So it works okay for the bottom lid. It's very precise and small and delicate, so I love that because I think you can be a lot more precise with it, but it does like catch sometimes when you glide it and break. So if you're somebody who is making like very, you know, darker lines, might not work. But I will say I like the look of this wing with it. Like normally I wouldn't recommend using one of these for a wing, y'all. But do you see how it's giving it almost like a diffused wing look? You know, because you have that, there is definitely a trend of like using eyeshadow, like a dark brown eyeshadow and smudging it out like this to make a wing. So you can almost do that with the, I think that this dark brown actually does a good job of that. So you can kind of like create a wing and then diffuse it out a little bit to make it a little more subtle wing instead of like a harsh, dark, black wing. This brush is a perfect one. Again, the detailed diffuser brush. So this is what this is so good for, is smudging, I think, diffusing out wings and diffusing out the darker shades. I don't recommend it for the transition shade. I guess the fanned one was better for the transition shade. So I probably just did the wrong order. Let me get a full face of makeup real quick, like all my base makeup and some mascara. We'll see how it's looking, if we want to do more to the eyes or not. And then we'll work on lips. And I will put on some false lashes after we figure out where we're going with the eyes. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have mostly a full face now. I did not put any highlight on because I'm going to use the toppers as my highlight too. And we're just going to see, I'm going to do the lips first and we'll see if there's anything else we want to do with the eyes. I will probably put on false lashes too. I've got on mascara at the moment, but basically I just want to see if I want to do more like come in with a darker wing using a different eyeliner or something. For now, the dark brown Maybelline is working just fine for like under the eyes now that I have mascara on. I just don't know if I want something a little more bold with it too or not. We'll just see how the finished look is looking and if we need to make adjustments. So we're going to do lips. We have the It Cosmetics. This was in the Chic Beauty Box, and it's the Pillow Lips Solid Serum. So it's kind of like a lip balm, and it's fairly pigmented here. So very like kind of hot pink color. I think I'm going to go again with my Dusty Rose, my ABH. It's just, it's slightly pink and rusty, like brown and pink. So hopefully it still goes with the lavender color we have going on. We'll see. But since this is so bright pink, it's like, you know, I want to use it as part of our try on. I just don't know how well it's going to all. So I'm trying to use this to make it a little less hot pink and a little more brown. I don't know. We'll see. I like to overline a little bit because I have thinner lips. And now I'm just going to put this right on. It feels so good on the lips. It's definitely giving a pretty bright pink. Look how moist that is. Like, oh, feels amazing. I love it. It's a little bright though, a little bright for this color. I think like I probably should have gone with a little bit darker, like a brown lip liner. Let me see if I can still. You don't usually want to come in after the fact, but it was bright. So I'm trying to just kind of like dark, you know, diffuse it out a little bit with like a darker brown type pencil. And I think if I had a different color on my eyes, I'd leave it, but I think it was, yeah, if I had more pink going on up here, but it's like a lavender, you know what I mean? Well, let me pop on some highlight real quick. And then we'll go from there on if I might want to go a little bolder here because I have such bright pink lips. Or maybe I want to, you know what? I'm going to do a touch of just like concealer to at least do a little maybe ombre right there. There. Okay, I like that better. I think it was just too, woo. Okay, I might need a little more pencil now. Okay, we're getting there. I like the lips better like that. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm still gonna go with kind of similar colors, I think. There's on the cheeks. So I'm gonna go with daiquiri right here. Ooh, can you see that? My blush looks a little crazy too. I'm thinking that my blush isn't the right shade either for this look. Along with these bright pink lips. We'll see how it looks all together though. It might come together still. Actually, I think it's a really good color to go with the pink blush. Oh, normally I put my highlight on before my lipstick because I like to do my little Cupid's bow. But we're going to try not to get it too much in the lipstick. Now then, though, for the eyes, I'm just going to play around. And I'm going to try out some of the yellow, just see how it goes. So let's first come in with, I do a lemon drop. Oh, some of that red is on it, though. I'm going to do the lemon drop over here on the brows. Can you see it? I don't know, just to try a different color so that we've tried. And I'm going to try the more concentrated one too, the Mojito. It's a little darker yellow. I'm going to do it here on the inner corners. Ooh, pretty. Look at that. And up into the crease a little bit. Ooh-wee. I like it. You know what? Here, let's put some on the brow too, because I like that color. It's popping more than the lemon drop is. Should we do it on the cheeks too? I just feel like it's more pigmented, this mojito color. Maybe on the nose. I'll get a little more precise brush in a minute for that. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah, I do. All right, let me try out. I'm gonna come back with this really precise one. Ooh, that leaves like a line. What did I do there? I don't like that. Yeah, that doesn't work. The way I normally do highlight. Look at that. Leaves like a weird line on your nose. I think because it's a darker color. So, wow, that was weird. I may have to come over that with regular highlight just to not have it be so weird. It's dark. That does not normally happen with my highlight. That's so funny. Okay. From a distance, is it better? I don't know. Ooh, weird. Okay. All right, we have a mostly done look. What should we do? I think if I go ahead and put some lashes on, yeah, I'm gonna put some lashes on and I'm gonna take my hair down and we'll see how it looks from there. I'll be right back. Okay, before I do that though, look at those pretty sparkles, y'all. You can see all the shifting. I love it. Okay guys, well here is the finished look. So I think it looks really pretty, so I'm probably not gonna do a lot more. I think it's the hot pink lips that just, I probably would, I mean, it looks, I think if you were wearing white, it might look different. I would probably not pick hot pink lips with this like lavendery eye look. I'd probably just go with a neutral, a little more neutral. So I think it's just the pink, and even my cheeks, I've got a little more pink on. And I would probably have gone with more, you know, neutrals here to let the purple really pop. I really wanted to try out the lips, so this is what we ended up with because I like to use as many of the products in the box. And I think we did try all of the colors in these toppers. We tested them out in some form or another. You can see the shiftiness here still too, can't you? So cool. And we also tried out our Cover FX. I think that's what's really making this beautiful amethyst color. We did the lips. We used mostly the eyeshadow brushes and the eyeliner. So that's everything in the Chic Beauty Box. Stunning, stunning, stunning. It'd be interesting to see how this does without the amethyst underneath it, because you might come up with a completely different color. Because I think that it's because that was kind of our base topper first, and then we overlaid these on top of that. It's given us more of a purple color, but they still have a few pinky purpley tints in here, and then a few yellowy tints as well. So you are going to end up with either a pinky, lavendery, or a yellowy color with these toppers. But I really like it, so you can really see all the shimmers that we did. I went pretty heavy up here with that highlight. I just wanted to play with the yellow a little more, and it was so much more pigmented that I went overboard. And then obviously here on the cheeks too, but I think it's pretty cool. And you know, from a distance, it's pretty cool. I am a highlight girl. So I think I'll end it here. I would maybe go a little bolder with the eyes, but we just went with that dark brown Maybelline, and that's all I did. And then I put on the falsies and some mascara too, and we're good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think this is going to make absolutely beautiful, stunning bridal toppers. About the lips, I love them. Like, if they feel amazing, they are so moisturizing, perfect as far as the serum and the moisture. They're just a little more hot pink than I normally wear, and I think with the right colors I would wear it. I just wouldn't put this color combo together myself, so it's a little more hot pink for what I wanted today, I guess. And it's so, with it being kind of hot pink, like, I'm probably not going to wear it every day either. but it's going to go for certain looks, but it's so moisturizing and I love that. I'm so into like these tinted lip balm products, and this is even more than a lip balm because it's a serum. So yeah, I do love it. Just the shade was throwing me off a little bit is all. So I didn't want to make it sound like it was a negative review or anything on it though. Just because the shade not being what I wanted in my head for this look. So anyway, that wraps it up, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you get Chic Beauty Box, maybe that gives you an idea of how to play with them. Of course, I played with all of the colors together. I think that it's going to be better to have these toppers kind of stand alone by themselves with, other palettes, like matte palettes that you have and powder palettes. And then, you pick like one of the toppers out of there to use. But I wanted to play with all of them and use, test out all the different shades here today. Anyway, make sure you pop that subscribe button and stick around. I'm really, really happy with my Chic Beauty Box this round. It was so much fun. This was like a bridal makeup artist's dream combination in this box. So anyway, I will catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you keep those notification bells turned on for all my future beauty boxes, the unboxings, the try-ons like today, and the spoilers. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.